Hello, this is Zainab again with Studimation. In this video, we're going to talk about the fastest growing business of real estate. For this, we have a very special guest with us who is a realtor at the largest real estate franchise, Keller Williams Realty in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. The CEO of Dove Real Estate Group and founder of a globally recognized music award show, the International Singer-Songwriter Association. Please welcome Ms. Tamanie Dove. Hi, Ms.
Hello.
Tamanie.
Hello there from Atlanta. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for taking your precious time out to teach us all about the real estate industry.
You're welcome.
I've prepared a set of questions for you, so let's get started with that.
Okay.
What is the real estate business?
What is the real estate business?
Yes.
It's the business of buying and selling real estate, real property, which is homes, land, commercial buildings. There's different varieties of real estate. It's anything land or home related that you can buy and sell and lease and rent.
That is interesting. What made you get into this business?
My grandfather was a realtor and my son is a realtor. And so when I had free time, I thought, it runs in my family apparently. So I took the exam, which was that exam was very, very hard. And I took the Series 7, which is also the exam years ago to be a stockbroker. And the real estate exam to me was harder. So just passing that exam, I felt really, really proud to be able to represent our people here in Atlanta when buying and selling their homes.
So it's from generation to generation.
Yeah.
All right. So how big is the US real estate market?
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. In our office alone, in our Atlanta Keller office alone, and there are 65 offices in the state of Georgia. My one office has 80 agents. So there are millions of Keller Williams real estate agents. There are probably more millions with Remax. My son is with Remax in Nashville, with other companies, other larger companies, Berkshire Hathaway, companies like that, Mark Spain. But wow. Just Keller Williams is very large. So big presence, especially here in Atlanta.
That's huge business.
Yeah.
So what effects the pandemic has on the real estate market? Do you see any decline in post-pandemic or has it flourished?
Really, the pandemic didn't do a whole lot. I mean, you would think that it would have hurt our business, but for the most part, it has not. People are still buying and selling homes. What it did do was drive up the prices of homes. So right now there's no inventory, meaning we usually have about 6 months worth of inventory of homes to buy. Now there's like maybe 1 week. So if you were wanting to sell, it's a good thing. You'll get more money for your home. But people looking to buy can't find anything to buy because the lumber prices went up high because of COVID. You can't buy lumber anywhere. So it's driven the prices up of homes. They're still buying and selling. From my perspective, I've got a lot of selling clients who are my age or about, and they're retiring and moving elsewhere, moving to Florida or moving to New York. So they're just selling and getting their money's worth and getting out, which is a good time, if you're going to sell. But for the most part, it didn't really affect the real estate market as a whole. Now, pretty soon, there's a thing in the United States where they're giving people money to basically it's called a moratorium. They're giving them money to stay home and not have to work. Once that runs out, there are going to be a lot of people being kicked out of their homes, and there are going to be more homes on the market for sale, which will help buyers looking. So right now it's kind of steady, and it may take a little bit of a trend down, but it's going to be 3 or 4 months before everything kind of levels out. And the real estate market always does what the stock market does. It goes like this. Yeah. So you just kind of hang on. And my teacher, my mentor, started his real estate license at the crash, when the housing crash of 2007. And he's seen it do this a lot too. So it's just kind of one of those things you have to hold on to and maintain, just like in music. You know, sometimes your music is happening and sometimes it's not. It's just kind of it's a roller coaster.
So the market keeps changing.
Oh yeah.
Is real estate a good career?
It's a very good career. I say for some, if you have the personality, if you have the drive, because it can be a bit of a grind. You can't just sit and wait for people to call you. You have to reach out. And so it's sales. It's just like any sales position, but having the knowledge, I guess I'm blessed because my son is kind of my coach, and he's he's my own kid. I call him with questions. But having a good coach, having a good team, having a good company, having the knowledge to be able to reach out to people who need your help. And that's really why I got into this, was because there were so many people saying, whew, if you just had your real estate license, you could help me do this, or you could help me do that. And so I did it basically to help out some of my friends. And then it just kind of stuck. And now I'm going to probably be doing it forever. So kind of like with my eyes to say, can you help me with this? And then you know how it started out small and now we're huge. So it's just kind of, yeah.
They're helping a lot of people.
I try. That's my goal.
Nice. So do real estate agents travel a lot?
Nowadays, not so much, because we have our internet, we have Zoom, like we're talking. A lot of times we will talk like we were talking, like here. There will be virtual tours. So an agent can go to a home and take a video and then put the video up on the internet, and they can take a virtual tour. We don't have to travel that much. And normally you usually do business within a 10 to 15 mile radius of where you live. So that's kind of nice. I mean, I will go out, 30, 40 miles, but I usually don't. We usually don't, because there's enough of us to go around.
So technology has helped.
Yeah.
Right.
You're so smart. You're so smart. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Can someone living outside United States be eligible to buy a property in the US?
Yes, you can. As long as you're represented by a real estate agent who is licensed in that state, yes, you can. So if you wanted to buy a home, you have to be at least 18. So you have a few years to wait. But yes, as long as you're represented by an agent, if you wanted to move to Atlanta, you have to be 18 and be represented by a licensed agent.
So those are the only requirements.
Well, you have to have enough money too to be able to buy the house. Yeah.
Do you need a college degree to be in real estate? You
do not. I have one, but I did not need it. You don't need a college degree. So you could actually, when you turn 18, you could actually move to the United States, take your real estate license exam at 18, and start selling real estate here. As long as you're a citizen, you have to be a citizen. And then you can start selling real estate here.
Nice. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So what skills do real estate agents need?
Math, which I hate. I hate math. And it's just things like, how many acres are in the square footage of a home, there's some math. There's a lot of contract law, wording on contracts, things like that. So yeah, there's a few courses that you take that are kind of intense when it comes to contract law and the legality of the contract that you sign. When you buy a home anywhere, not just in Atlanta, but anywhere in the world, when you buy a home, you sign a stack of papers, like there's like 80 sheets of paper in there. You have to sign this form, and then you have to sign another form that says you signed that form. So it's kind of, there's a lot of paperwork involved.
So my last question is, what does an estate agent do when selling a house?
When selling a house, oh, that's easy. You just put a sign in the yard and it sells itself. That's super easy. Well, right now it does anyway. When you sell a house, for instance, I had my State Farm insurance guy called and he said, I want you to list my house. You list it. You put a sign in the front yard. You have an app on your phone. It's called Showing Time, and that's how you have people. I love apps on the phones, but Keller Williams has our own app that will allow other people to go see the house without you being there, or they have to be licensed. And then you receive offers. We got, get this, we got 19 offers to purchase the home in 2 days.
Wow.
We listed the home at $405,000 and it sold in 2 days at $456,000 cash. That's the Atlanta market right now.
Wow.
It went very, very fast. Now, the problem is the seller is now looking for a home to buy and there's not one. So he's going to have to rent for a while until the market comes back and he can, that's part of the problem. So, but that's the Atlanta market right now. It's you, if you own a home, you are sitting on a gold mine. So that's just that, yeah, again, and it may stay that way. They're predicting for 3 or 4 months. And then it'll kind of level out a little bit more. But I like to learn every day from people. And I get to meet so many new people when I do this. And I've made so many new friends doing this that are coming. My last people that I just sold a home are coming to my my band gig. So coming to watch me sing and play. I'm like, okay. So for me, it's just been super fun. Being helpful has its perks.
So the agent acts like a mediator?
Yes, exactly. Usually the closing attorney does all the hard paperwork. We just kind of, you're right, mediate. We are the broker between the person who's buying and yeah, you got it. Not that hard. It's not really that hard. It's kind of fun actually.
This session, that's the end of the session, and it was very informative. I learned a lot about real estate from you. Thank you so much for joining. And
you're welcome.
Have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
This was my very first interview with Ms. Tamanie Dove from Atlanta, Georgia, USA. I was a little nervous and excited at the same time. And I learned a lot about the real estate business, and I hope you did too. Thank you for watching Studimation, animated educational videos.